Hello and welcome on back to Baseless Claims, our bi-weekly casual talk fest where we talk about stories and things that have happened in our real lives. If you want to reach out to any one of us and be a part of the show, go ahead and leave a comment down below or wherever you may be listening or watching to this. And without further ado, also reach out to us on Twitter. Without further ado, I'm Tay.
I'm Tori.
I'm Tyler.
We have an album to talk about.
We do. It is your album of the month.
It is.
And Tori is trying to hide the fact with a koozie that he has now taken to LaCroix.
This is his third one.
This is his third LaCroix in like 2 hours.
It's a beer.
No, it's not.
It's a stout.
Prove it.
Everyone knows that I drink a lot of beer.
Yeah,
When am I not drinking beer on this show?
That's true, but then it shouldn't be a problem to prove it.
I'm starting to get a little shitty, you know?
It's because Omnic texted him and said like, hey, Tori, I'm really concerned.
Really worried about all the beer.
About all the beer you're drinking. Every 2 weeks you're drinking at least one, and that's a lie.
Look, all I know, that's a crisp, cold one, local brew.
That is a LaCroix. Don't try and cover it up.
I wouldn't drink
You
LaCroix.
you are so ashamed that you're drinking LaCroix because you know people will give you shit for it that you put it in a koozie. I don't know what's worse. You should probably just admit it. The koozie makes it worse.
Does it?
Yes. Take it out. Show the whole world.
But then people don't have to look at it and hate me.
Show the whole
They already
world
do,
what
Tori.
you've done.
There it is. Logo out, you bitch.
It is out. There's 2 logos on it.
Twice the shame.
Look at what you've done.
Look, lemon LaCroix is good. Lemon LaCroix is good.
Arguably the worst one.
No,
Where
it
does-
isn't.
Where does it end, Tori?
Pamplemousse, that's where it ends.
That's a made-up word.
That's what I said. But Tyler,
It's a flavor.
Tyler
Who knows
made
what
sure
flavor?
I knew that A, he was very ashamed to be my friend now. Arguably not my friend now. And B,
That's
if
a
I ever
safe
drink
assumption.
if I ever drink pamplemousse, that's when I die
Yeah.
by whatever means Tyler cooks up. Maybe cooking me up.
And I'm always cooking. I plan on eating you.
I know. I'm aware. At this point, you're looking for excuses. You're not that mad about the LaCroix. You just want an excuse to kill me so you can take. You know I'll be delicious.
I just wonder, like, how do redheads taste in comparison to like brunettes or blondes?
What other flavors have you
He
had?
wants to eat both of us.
What other flavors
Of human.
of human?
Mm-hmm.
Indian. Yeah, I'm really into Japanese.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably my favorite right now. White people are pretty bland.
Had to work that in somehow, didn't you?
It's okay to say anything about other races as long as you end it with, but white people, stupid, right?
Also,
bland.
I love the dramatic irony that is, this is my album, and I was just about to bring it up, and it gets interrupted with a bit.
I'm not the one who wanted to bring this thing. All right?
It was divine justice, Tay. You know it had to be done.
Okay.
I think it all started when you stared at me as I opened my beverage. You couldn't just let it slide. He enjoys a lemon LaCroix.
Now you
to
enjoy it.
slowly crack it open.
Now you enjoy it. It was
I
just good a second ago, but now you enjoy
If
it.
something is good, you enjoy that good thing.
I've never enjoyed anything.
That's for sure. Anyway.
Anyway, we're here to talk about an album.
Yes, we are.
Your album.
Yes. My album.
Dead Mouse 2. The Mousening.
These guys were first.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
You
Tyler.
can continue.
You actually made me jump.
How you doing there?
It's a sign of abuse. Anyway.
I'll let it slide. I didn't see anything.
Okay. This album is Random Access Memories by Daft Punk. And holy fuck, what an album. What a goddamn album. There is...
Did you know it won Album of the Year at the Grammys?
I told you that.
like
2 minutes ago. I told you that.
I don't remember that.
Jesus fuck. Anyway, this album is next to perfect. There is not a lot that I can criticize about this album. Every sound is deliberate and everything is planned on this album to the fucking beat. It is wonderful. There's just so much good shit on this album. The sound design is out of this fucking world. And just, it's so good. Tyler, what do you have to say about it?
So I was kind of dreading it a little bit, like going into it, because I saw that it was an hour and 15 minutes, and I was like, oh, that's a commitment.
Is that pretty long for a?
That's really long.
Okay.
Especially for a triple A album like this.
The sweet spot is like your 40 to 48 minutes. That's your sweet spot.
So it's double.
Yeah, it's like a half hour longer.
Okay.
This is also an electronic album.
Yeah.
Which are longer.
Which are usually longer.
They're usually longer, but like that's how Tori's, what was that album? What was your last
Night
album?
Runner?
Night Runner. And that was miserable for me to get through because it was just like you can't just like I know I can't skip the song, but like it's just a 4-bar loop. Like the outros are always just 4-bar loops that continue for like way too long. It's like 64 measures
Till
and
it
it's just
fades down.
yeah, and it doesn't even have a definitive ending. It just like fades down. And I have never listened to this album in its entirety when it came out. Specifically, like I can name a reason too. It's because I knew these people in high school that were really into Daft Punk. And then when this album came out, they were like just like endlessly talking about it. Like, it's the best fucking thing I've ever heard. It's the best shit. And I was like, you goddamn elitists, I'm never going to listen to that. Like, I don't know. I was
You
under
just
the
took a
assumption.
firm stance and you're like, I got to stick with it now.
Yeah, I took a firm stance of like, I'm just like, I'm not really into like, because at that point in my life, I was just like, I'm into fucking hardcore and punk music. I'm not going to listen to some electronic album.
I didn't hear any screaming vocals on this.
I didn't.
Pretty soft shit.
Yeah, like if there wasn't one goddamn bleh on the album, so not going to listen.
Yep.
But then I was very pleasantly surprised from the first song when it started with almost like a kind of like a stadium rock guitar intro. And then it went into like some disco funk. And I was like,
A lot of disco funk.
Yes.
wow,
Quite a bit.
Okay. I was like, okay, so the first song is like a disco funk song. That's cool. And then it continued to be like really cool disco funk with like a lot of, like how you said, great sound design, a lot of really bold melodies that are just like, okay, that's weird. I don't know how they came up with that, but I like it. I'm into it. And it just had that through line of like funk and disco. And I was just like, this is fucking good. I was prepping for an electronic album and
Not
like
with Daft Punk.
like an hour and 15 minutes of like 64 measures outros that just fade off at the end. And I was like, all right, it's going to be an hour and 15 minutes of my life. And then when it ended, I was like, oh shit, an hour and 15 minutes already went past? It was really good. Like, I obviously remember the one song that you could not get away from for 2.5 years, which was Get Lucky.
Yeah.
You heard that everywhere you went. You walk into a store, you hear it. You turn on the radio, you hear it. You watch a TV show or a movie, you hear it.
And while it might be overplayed, in context of the album,
Yes.
it's so much better.
It is. Like, I was worried about getting to the song because I thought it was way longer than it actually was because it was just that, like, mental, like, remembering of, like, this song is fucking long and it just repeats and repeats and repeats. But then when I got to it, it wasn't that long. And what I found interesting was, like, there was no melodic element to the song other than Pharrell's vocals. Like, that was the only, like, melody happening. And I was like, this is fucking cool. Like, that's just good shit.
It's just a good song.
It's good. And then, like, there is a reason that Get Lucky and Lose Yourself to Dance were fucking hits. It's because they are fucking hits.
Yeah, for
Any way you slice it, those are hits.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Yeah. What are your favorite songs off of it?
I liked, I don't even know. It's hard for me to pick because a lot of songs that I was like, I'm not as into this one. And then there'd be like an orchestration, like swell that happened to it or like some like musical arrangement. There was one song I know that I really liked that had a slide guitar come in at one point, and I was like, it might have been like Beyond or Motherboard, where there's a slide guitar, and I was like, oh, that's good shit. And then some more orchestration came in and like some different arrangement, and I was just like, this is good. My one thing with the album is I think it's the song Within, where it's like a male vocalist that's not Daft Punk, that's kind of doing some like baritone, like lower vocals, and it sounded like a David Bowie impressionist. I was just like, why not just get David Bowie? Like they clearly like were trying to go for Bowie with that. Like the song would have been so much cooler had they gotten
And they probably
Bowie.
could have with how big they are.
Yeah, exactly. Bowie would have absolutely done it.
Well, yeah, Bowie liked weird shit, so probably.
Yeah, and that song was made for him. It would have been so cool with like the backing like choral vocals behind it, and then like that low voice they were looking for, and then like the electronic break with Daft Punk vocals in the middle. Like it would have been right up his alley. If Arcade Fire can get Bowie, Daft Punk can sure as shit get Bowie.
Dude, you mean indie band Arcade Fire?
Yeah.
No one really knows about them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no one's ever heard of him.
Yeah, I also liked it. I did feel like a lot of the tracks were too long, but they were good. But then I was kind of like, oh, I just kind of want to hear what they have next for it, because they always did something interesting with them. And I was gonna say the same thing as you with Lucky being like, that's just a hit song, and they knew it.
Yeah.
Any way you slice it.
They knew it when they were making it that it was gonna be that. But then it was I believe Beyond is the one that opens with like, it sounds like an intense film score almost.
Yeah.
Yes.
That opens, and I was like,
Loved that.
I'm sorry, what? And then it like really changes tune after like the first minute of the song. And they did so many
loved that.
interesting things like that
The
throughout the album.
outro was phenomenal too.
Yes.
like
Yeah,
the
with, like,
sound
the
design
water
at
and
the
stuff.
end.
Yeah.
They also did, obviously, they did the soundtrack to Tron, the Disney remake.
Yep.
And that album also has like huge orchestral shit in it. It's not all electric.
No, I mean, Daft Punk hasn't been all electric for like a long time.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of where they made, but they like took
Like
their sound and like
even from their
evolved it as
first
their
album,
resources.
They weren't purely electronic, but they kind of delved into this. Oh, we made this electronically, although there are samples.
Yeah.
Like we fucked with it electronically, but a
Yeah.
lot of it is samples.
Right. One of the other songs that I thought was really interesting was let's see, what's it called? Giorgio.
Oh, it's my favorite song on the
Because
album.
it's like
10 minutes.
I know it is,
It's so good.
but it's
Like
like
narration is really good.
yeah, the
Yeah.
narration is. I don't know who this guy is.
He's the guy who made the Moog, I think.
Oh,
the Moog.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like
I
one
didn't
of-
understand, but now I
Well,
understand.
no, he didn't make it. He was one of the first ones to like popularize it. Like he says in the song,
What's a Moog?
It's pronounced Moog. It's a synthesizer.
it is a
Oh,
Trust
oh,
me.
Moog.
I went to private art school and got 2 degrees with music.
anyway. So hearing his perspective of like the first time he kind of fucked around with it and just made those clicks, right? Mm-hmm. And how they incorporated that into the song and then fed out with it. Like that fucking progression where it goes like from the heavy bass hit and it just kind of like spans out the velocity down to those clicks again. Blew me away.
Yeah.
Absolutely blew me away the first time I listened to this song.
Yeah, I mean that was like it wasn't even a song as much as it was like a thank you note almost.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or like, is that guy dead?
I have no idea.
In memory if he's dead. Thank you note if he's alive.
Rip in peace. No, I really liked it. Like, I don't know why I was dreading it, because I did think that it would be like fully electronic, because I have no idea. I've really never listened to Daft Punk.
Right.
I've only heard Get Lucky.
Couldn't miss it.
The first time I heard it, I was like, damn, this is good. The 100th time I heard it, I was like, please make it stop.
Yeah.
It's still pretty good, but please make it stop.
Yeah.
The one thing that I will say that like is obviously their style, so they're never going to change it. But like what I kind of thought would be a little more interesting. I know it's their signature, but like how they do their vocals, like it's like a vocoder, like very obviously like a heavy vocoder. And then you can tell they have good voices behind it, because like you could just hear some of the like little inflections in the voice through the vocoder that were like, damn, I don't even know why they're covering it up. But like, I like the vocoder, but now with electronic vocals, I feel like there's so much more that you can do with them other than like a vocoder, like how James Blake or Francis and the Lights and Bon Iver do it, like with their big, like they almost go through a vocoder, but it's like also auto-tuned in real time, and they can play the like chords and everything that they want to do with their voice.
Oh, also kind of like Shit Ghost, right?
Yeah, kind
Yeah,
of.
okay.
Kind of, but like I like that more, and I know they're not going to do it because that's their signature. Is
Yeah, that's
the
their,
vocoder.
that's their voices.
Yeah, exactly. That's their like voices in their creative reality. So they're not going to change it, but that's just kind of like my thing of like I like the Francis and the Lights Bon Iver style of vocals more than vocoders now.
Does anyone know what they actually look like? Like, is there photos of?
Or have they kept it hidden this whole time? That'd be impressive.
No, nobody knows what Daft Punk looks like.
Fuck, that's impressive.
There's like one photo from like the 70s that might be them.
That's just impressive.
You think they're that old?
if they can do it?
But yeah, they're fucking ancient. They've been in the game for a long time.
I knew they were
5
old.
years, 6 years?
No, they were in electronic music before Deadmau5 was in electronic music.
Whoa, I thought he created electronic music.
No, actually, this Giorgio guy did. I'm reading his
Giorgio Armani.
I'm reading his Wikipedia article, and he is known as the.
Are you going to donate to Wikipedia? They need your help.
You know, honestly, I might.
I threw a few bucks.
You know, honestly, I might.
You're a sucker. John Wikipedia's rolling in dough right now, and he's like, they actually buy this shit.
I don't know. I use Wikipedia so much to the point where like this is the first year that I've ever been like, I'll toss him a
If
biscuit.
Wikipedia goes away, how does anyone settle arguments?
Yeah, we're all fucked.
Yeah.
I remember
Maybe I
seeing
should.
something.
You know what?
Changed
Yeah.
my mind. Maybe I should.
Shapeless viewers and listeners. If you got the $3, just give it to PayPal.
or even $1.
Can you do $1?
Yep, 1, 2, or 3.
But anyway, what are your final thoughts on the album, Ted?
The album is one of my favorite albums. It's probably in my top 5 of all time. Like I said, there's next to nothing wrong with this album. There is just so much good. I mean, I love electronic music, so the track lengths don't bother me at all. The grooves are great. I've been really into this style of music for like a couple of years now, and I've like, I don't know, it just feels good to listen to. It
does.
makes you feel good.
Yeah, they know how to make something that you're just kind of happy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can kind of bob to.
Love me some disco music.
Yeah.
Loved it.
Yeah, like new disco is great. Like this, I would classify this as new disco. And another artist that I was telling you about before the show, Breakbot, is also really, really good. Maybe that'll be one of my next albums
Breaking
of the
Bad.
month. Who knows?
Have you ever seen Breaking Bad?
I've seen Breaking Bad.
But yeah, Tori, what'd you think? Overall opinion?
I thought it was good. I liked it. They know how to make the grooves, and it's a fun album. I mean, I feel like it's one of those ones that you can't not like at least a little bit.
You're gonna groove to it.
Yeah,
you
you're-
are absolutely gonna be like fucking grooving.
You
while
might
you're
not always want.
listening to
It's one of the ones like if it's turned on, you're not going to be like turn this shit off. You're just going to
Yeah.
be like, that's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. What about you?
I already said.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Okay.
You weren't listening?
Well, that was Random Access Memories by Daft Punk.
Thanks for watching.
All right, let's get out of here. No. So Tyler,
Yep.
how's the Mustache Minute going?
It's going.
It's going.
I want it to be done.
You want it to be-
Oh.
You're done with it now. I want to be
with
done.
it. Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
I tried getting rid of it.
what?
It doesn't work. This thing has become sentient. It doesn't want off my face. I've tried everything, and it's like I hear this little voice in my head that's just like, you can't get rid of me.
Well, have you tried Harry's?
Harry's?
Harry's.
Harry's gives you a quality shave that will have you feeling good and looking good. That's the Harry's promise.
Harry's uses only the finest quality German steel blades, a whole 5 of them, for a close and comfortable shave.
Let's just get this water bowl out here. Harry's is rated 4.5 out of 5 stars on Trustpilot from over 1,000 verified user ratings. Those 5 steel German blades at as low as $2 per razor head, $2, come straight from the factory to your door.
Well, Tyler, that's because Harry's purchased to factories in the United States so they can give you the best quality at the best price. Look at that shave gel.
Look
For-
at this shave gel.
For a limited
Some good
time
shave
during
gel.
the holiday season, there are even some more customizable color options for the handle. And that includes engravings.
Engravings?
Engravings.
Look how well it lathers.
That's
Look at this.
ridiculous.
I only had a little bit.
With gift sets starting at just $10, you're sure to find the perfect gift for the perfect man in your life. A great full gift at a stocking stuffer price. They're not overcharging you for these.
And also, Harry guarantees your full satisfaction or your money back. Entirely. You get your money back. You have nothing to lose except for some facial hair when you shave with Harry's.
How's that going? Oh, that looks so smooth.
It's the smoothest shave I've ever gotten.
How many blades are slicing that hair off right now?
Oh, that's 5. You want to know what they are? 5 steel German blades.
Made right here in the Americas.
Man.
Well, they're German steel, but they're made in America.
they're German American. It's a melting pot.
Wow, just like
Immigrants.
America.
They're representing America right here.
Absolutely. Go to harrys.com/shapeless to get 10% off and free shipping with your first order. Plus, your first pack of replacement blades for free. And Tyler, how are those blades going? That's all we need to hear. That's harrys.com/shapeless.
Once again, that's harrys.com/shapeless.
Man, look at that.
Is that a close shave or what?
Oh, that's
It's
a
like the
close
closest.
shave.
Is that all gone?
Yeah.
That's all gone. That's ridiculously close.
Holy
man.
hell, I got rid of the mustache?
You got rid of it.
The mustache.
gone?
Yeah.
Mustache minutes ended.
I'm free. Harry's. Quality shave, quality price, quality legal team probably. Please don't sue us. Harry's. So guys, how much do you think an orgasm costs? Like what's the monetary value you would attach to an orgasm? Let's say you can't do it yourself. Like you can't go jack off.
Oh.
You have to like buy it from a store. What's the monetary value you give an orgasm?
Well, you
How
gotta.
much does a prostitute cost?
There's that, but then you also have to.
no. You just pay for the orgasm. Like it's kind of like you
just
like
like-
stack them. They're
It's
like
a
perk
button.
points.
Whoa,
Yeah.
Well, we also have to like go into the whole level of orgasm because like weak hand job $4.
No, it's just
Stunning.
No, it's not the
no.
act.
It's not
just,
the act. It's
No,
just
I know,
orgasm.
but like the level
But
of
there's,
orgasm.
I guess there is, like, it always feels fantastic, right? But
Like, you know
but
when-
sometimes you're just like,
it's a
Whoa.
top. It's
like an,
a quality orgasm every. It's not a shitty one.
Yeah,
it's
no,
a quality
sometimes-
one every time.
Sometimes you nut, right? And sometimes
You
nuts.
I just gnat on this girl. I gnat right on her titties, man.
Okay, well,
Dude, did you hear Tyler gnat? Tyler just gnat in the bathroom.
guys, my gnat was so good.
Oh, guys, that was the biggest gnat. Oh fuck! I'm gonna gnat.
All right, so if we're going for quality of orgasm, let's say coming $4, nutting $10, nutting I'd pay $20.
See,
That seems a little low. Is this like a device? Is this something you can have it on command?
No,
What
it's
I'm
like-
understanding is
no,
you like
you
just
still-
walk up to the
Here.
vending machine and go A5.
No. It's like you
Business we should look into, but that's for a different time. Yeah.
you stock them up, right? So like you get to push the button whenever you get the orgasm. So like you can go purchase them from a store, or where I see them making more money off this,
Of course,
is like
capitalism.
when you have to like buy it last minute. Like there's an app. Like you can buy it from the app, but the app is way more expensive because they know you're already like, oh, come on, fuck me.
Like Uber
Babe, I
Eats.
don't have any orgasms left. And she's
Oh,
just
like they're physical
just
things?
buy some.
It's like Uber Eats for coming.
yeah. And then they're like, the person laying down is like, oh, just buy some right now. And then you're like, oh fuck, you're like trying to get hard and you're like scrolling through the app, like agreeing to the terms of service.
It's
and
like
then
it's
you're
like 50% more.
yeah, it's like, oh fuck, I gotta buy a pack of 5 and it's fucking $200. God damn it. But because they know during the act you're dumb as shit, so you're gonna be like, oh fuck, fine, just buy it.
Just buy anything.
Yeah.
So how much is it worth in like that? Because circumstance is a big thing for that.
Absolutely.
So like if it's in the middle of the act and like you're drowning in that lust feeling and everything, like all the passion or not passion or just that feeling.
Yep.
That sexual feeling. They can charge whatever. Like anything up to like if it was a pack of 5 orgasms,
but when you
anywhere up to like
them?
$450, you could probably make a lot of sense because people would be like, "Fuck it, my credit card's locked in. It's okay. I'll just do one-click purchase."
Yeah, and they're gonna have like their own like credit card program with it. They're gonna charge you a shit ton in interest rate.
Sex working would be really interesting, like really, really interesting with that, because like you can withhold that kind of shit, like extortion. People are into that for some reason.
He took all my nuts.
Yeah, exactly. Like
Even worse, he took all my gnats.
I can't come. Jack stole them all.
No, I like what I was thinking of is like I'd pay $10. Like if I went to the store ahead of time and was buying them,
Yeah, you're planning ahead there.
I'd pay like $10, and even so, I would not buy.
Are we
like,
talking 1 or pack of 5?
One.
One for one
But
orgasm.
I even at the store, I'm not even gonna buy it unless it's like a buy one get one, or they have like a 5-pack deal that's like 50% off. I'm gonna be like super limited with that, because then at that point it can be like, let's have sex right now. Sorry, babe, I can't. I don't have any more orgasms left. Guess I gotta play Red Dead. There we go.
Jesus Christ.
Done.
Okay, but do you think when you're at the store going to purchase your orgasms,
Is it an awkward thing? Is it like condoms?
Like no matter how old I get, it's never. I feel like it never gets less weird buying condoms. You're always like, all right, well, like we got to hold off because I'll wait till like 11 at night, and then I'll go to this gas station that I know a lot of people don't go to, and then you show up and one person's there. You're like, fuck. Do I wait? Do I go? Do I
Wow.
wait?
I've just never bought condoms.
Pure innocent.
Okay,
Bab.
but to be fair, that was like, you're 16, 17, 18, 19,
Wait,
30.
16. You were buying condoms at 16? Get 'em, boys! Oh.
Not for my brother needed them.
Yeah, okay.
He was
Yeah.
18.
Also, the FBI guys.
needed 'em from me.
The FBI.
Get him.
Yeah, the FBI guys that I called ahead of time flaked on me, so you're good. So
Oh, thank God. No, I just liked having them because I could show I could open up my wallet and it'd fall out on the desk and I'd be like, sorry, losers.
I dropped this for my Magnum dog.
for all the
Oh
pussy
no!
I'm getting.
It's my monster condom for my Magnum dong.
So yeah, like it would have to be just a very uncomfortable experience purchasing orgasms because, and this is in a world where you are physically incapable of
be
having
weird.
them, right?
No, you're not physically.
What?
Wait, what?
Wait, no. This is what I mean. Is that only when you buy them can you have them?
Oh, okay. You can't just naturally have them.
No, you
have
cannot
to purchase
naturally.
them.
You have to
They are a
purchase
product.
them.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
They
Okay.
are a product that you have to purchase.
If you could bootleg them, yar har, I'm raising my sales.
yeah, no, you
Oh my
gotta,
God.
you gotta buy them, and they are a government. It's like a food stamp. They only come from the government.
We could become pirates.
Here's the thing. Let's just say if the Republicans
Orgasm.
if the Republicans control the government, you don't get to buy orgasms until you're married. Like,
Damn it.
that's just
Wow.
it.
Oh, man. Can
I
you-
would kill
But
myself.
does your body still feel the buildup?
Of
No.
course. Wait, no?
Oh wait.
Your body build,
Yes,
but you can't release
your
it.
body feels the buildup because that's how they get you to like
What a
want to buy
shitty
them.
utopia you
that would
just
be
built.
that would be like the
Yes.
that would be the craziest drug trade of all time.
Yes, it
Yeah.
would be.
Holy
Because
shit.
I was thinking about this the other day, and I asked my girlfriend because the thought came to my mind. I was like, what if you had to buy an orgasm? And then I was like, how much would you pay for one? She was like,
Wouldn't know. I've never had one.
she was like, $70. And I was like, Jesus fuck. I would do like a crisp $10 bill at the max.
Oh, that's actually a good, interesting point because, the female orgasm is a lot rarer. Mm-hmm. So they would pay more for
well,
it.
she doesn't know what it's like.
Because you can
I
just
don't think
walk into a bathroom.
I don't think girls come.
I don't think they come either.
You could just walk into a bathroom and jack your dick right off, but they've got a
Yeah.
whole process to go through.
With guys, it's like I was itching my balls and then
Yeah,
like
exactly. I had a poop that was just a little too big.
It just tickled the old peanut. He just did it the right way.
It was just the prostate was just turning the right way, and it was like, whoa.
Or it's like, I can't fall asleep.
Well, yeah.
Or like, I didn't try that hard to fall asleep, but like, all right.
Meanwhile, guess we're doing it.
Meanwhile, for girls, it's like, all right, do I have 2 hours? All right, let's go. And they get the wand, and they go to town, and they destroy that fucking thing.
They get a fuck machine. One of the ones that's like, duk, 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 duk. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and then they shove it.
That was the weirdest
dichotomy.
Yeah, because you were like, yeah, and then. Yeah,
I really.
They shove it up their clitoris.
You can purchase them.
I know, but they're expensive as fuck.
They
We should get off
the
this
clitoris.
You could just stick it up. You could have a fuck machine in your dick hole. What's that called?
Your urethra?
Sounding? Is that what that's called?
Sounding. Thanks for that mental image, you douchebag.
That would shred you.
Yes, it would.
Like Shaun White.
What? Oh, okay, I got it.
Okay, so for payment, I think I would pay. What did you say?
Like $4 for like a. Bleh.
But it's
$10.
always the same. It's always the same.
If it's always the same,
It's always the same orgasm.
is it always?
It's
like,
always a good orgasm.
Is it always like a 10 out of 10?
No,
is it
the
always like
government
an
the
8 out of
government
10?
does not issue 10 out of 10s to the civilians. They give 10 out of 10s to themselves. Like
And the
healthcare.
military.
They give you like a 6 out of 10.
Well, then I would like not pay for any and cause riots in the streets.
Well,
and call
you would
for orgasm.
Well, you would
equality.
never orgasm.
I'd probably pay 50.
This is Nixon's utopia.
I'd pay for. No,
You don't get to riot
No.
against the government.
I
It's a
know.
police
my,
state.
My sex drive is too high. I would become an addict and become homeless.
You got any cash? Cash, please. I need orgasms. Need orgasms.
You got any orgasms?
I got the orgasm patch.
So I'll do 50 if it's that last minute.
I'd do 50
I'd probably do
last
25.
minute.
I'd probably do 25, 30.
I'd do 10. If it wasn't on sale, I wouldn't buy it.
Are there any?
It's hard to put a price on it because this fucking happens all the time.
I love playing Red Dead too much to orgasm.
That is a sentence you said today.
Yep.
Sure
You
is.
sad.
But you
little
know
man.
that there's going to be a bunch of dudes out there like watching this or listening to this and they're like, yeah, me too. Me too. I hate coming, but I love Arthur.
Hashtag me too.
Whoa.
Comment hashtag me too if you love Red Dead more than orgasming.
That's awful.
Okay. Speaking.
Fuck.
No. Okay.
Might be.
What the fuck?
That was pretty close to the line.
Speaking.
Tyler's on one side of the line looking at us like, come on, guys. We're like,
It's way more fun over here.
I always do that shit with Tori. I cross the line just to try and get Tori to come over with me. Like,
Yeah.
come on, Tori, it's fun. There's a pool here.
You're the kid down the street who got like invited to the party and I had to get grounded or whatever. And you're like climbing up on my roof and like knocking on my window. Like, come on, let's go. Your parents are asleep. Let's go. And I'm like, all right.
And I'm your
Geronimo.
and I'm your tattletale brother who was supposed to knock on your door and let you know it was dinner time. So I open the door as you're walking out of the window.
Yeah, and then immediately you're like, Mom!
Yeah.
But
Not a second delay. Instantly.
speaking of those uncomfortable situations at stores, it's the holiday season. You're out shopping,
Ho,
trying to
ho.
find stuff. And I was at the mall a couple weeks ago. And
This guy gets it.
I went into.
Now you know what it feels like to be Tay.
What?
I don't like being Tay.
Getting interrupted.
Oh, okay.
So I went into a Spencer's Gifts. When's the last time you went to a Spencer's Gifts?
Probably like a month ago.
Literally once in my life when I was like 17 and I was just following a friend.
No,
Okay.
I go in there routinely.
So I went in there, and it had been a long time since I've been into a Spencer's, like probably 10 years. And I didn't know that they have an entire back wall of all sex stuff. Mm-hmm. And walking in there.
That's why you're there
And so
once a month.
I'm there like looking around, like just browsing, kind of seeing all the dumb shit they had. And then me and the person I was with came across the back section and we're like, what the fuck? This is just I didn't know Spencer's Gifts. We're going to browse around because it's funny seeing like, oh, here's a fucking water bottle that's shaped like a huge dick and stuff like that. And we're sitting there like looking at stuff like, what the fuck is this store? And that, when I was looking at it, that had penis shot glasses, the big penis water bottles, actual strap-ons, real penises, I assume, just hanging from keychains and shit. All of like the stuff you don't want people to know you're looking at. And I hear
But
behind
you
me,
can't
and I
stop
hear behind
looking
me,
at.
excuse me, do you need any help finding anything? And I'm like, no. Nope, I'm good, thanks. Nervous laughing like, maybe they'll think I'm just looking at it as a joke, because I didn't know it was all in there. But she went and made me all uncomfortable, and I just want to say that lady's a dick. You don't do that when I'm perusing your dildo collection.
That was actually one thing I was going to
Well, they're just being casual about it. Because it's not weird.
They work there, they do it all the time.
Yeah.
I wonder if they like, hey, they're
Sex
over,
toys aren't weird.
They're over there looking at
Well, some of them.
But I felt weird because I didn't know it was going to be in there. So I was kind of like, it kind of felt like I wasn't supposed to be there still. You
like,
know what I mean?
That was one thing I was going to bring up when you like said like how awkward it would be to buy orgasms. I was going to say, well, have you ever been in a sex shop? That's awkward. And I
Yeah.
guess now you have kind of sort of.
A guy tried to upsell me on a meth pipe and then asked if I wanted to go peep on his girl show.
Was it really a meth pipe?
He didn't say it was a meth pipe. It was a meth pipe.
Where was this?
Sex
Spencer's.
World.
Oh,
Target.
Target's got a peep show in the back right now. They really got everything.
the Pacey's are just Targets.
You know what else
Cheaper
Target
at
has?
Walmart, but
Harry's Razors. You can get a great deal at Target as well, but you should probably just order online.
and don't sue us.
And
Please, God.
look at this close, comfortable shave. Look at that. That's smooth.
You've never looked better. You've looked better, I'll be honest. But not your upper lip.
My upper lip has
Yeah,
never
no,
looked
like
better.
this part of your face, perfect condition.
Stick your fingers in his mouth.
No, I'm not gonna do that for you.
I'll do it for me, but not for you. That kind of makes me think of a lot of times when I go to like stores or like if I'm in an uncomfortable social situation, I will like my thing isn't nervously laughing, it's nervously lying. Like
Yeah. That's just your thing, just lying in general.
lying in general, but like it's truly by accident when I'm like nervous in a social situation or at a store where someone will be like, "Oh, have you ever bought one of these before?" "Yeah, I love it." I don't even know what the fuck it is. I'm just like hoping that maybe they'll stop talking if
Yeah.
I don't know, but like I get in that situation way too much where I just nervously, my first instinct is like, I just say yes. Like you don't even know what they're asking, but just say yes.
That
Like,
is, it's got to be just a don't talk to me kind of thing. Like, I don't want to be in this conversation anymore.
But like then
I
I'll
hate
continue
to-
it, and I
hate
have to keep it up.
I hate to burst your guys' bubble, but that's called social anxiety.
I knew that. I knew I have social anxiety.
Nothing's wrong with me.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with it. I was just pointing it
No,
out.
nothing's wrong with me.
Except for your social anxiety.
And,
No, I don't have that.
and your rampant
I'm
Nazism.
nothing wrong with that. You should,
He's probably one of the good ones.
yeah. There's
Some of them are good.
Some of them are
Okay.
good. What about the alt left?
What
All
alt-left?
bad.
All of them, literally. I hear they're white supremacists on the left.
And they rip babies out of women.
Killery.
And they chop them up out of butcher block. And they make tacos out of them because they're so cultural.
No, they try and gene splice with them.
With sheep. And that's how the movie Splice happened.
Yeah. Which
Starring
is a liberal
Adrian
Hollywood
Hold
myth.
on. So
The
M.
movie
Night,
is?
M. Night Shyamalan
No.
fucked a sheep,
Nope.
and that's
Nope.
where Split came from.
No.
Splice and not M. Night Shyamalan.
Oh,
Splice.
Splice is, they basically spliced the genome of every species of animal on the planet together. And then one scientist was like, they couldn't have kids and was like, I'm going to put a human gene in there. That's the only thing they left out was humans. And then they put one in there and it came out and it was like a kind of human-esque looking female, but then they raise it like a child. They break it out of the lab. And then Adrian Brody's the dad. He's the
And he
guy from The
fucks it.
Pianist. And then he fucks it. They're looking at it as their daughter, but it grows faster because it's got every animal, so it ages faster than humans would. And then he fucks it. and then after it has sex, it then turns into a male, and then it kills everyone. That's Splice.
What?
Go on.
What a dumb movie.
I don't even know what we were saying prior.
Because the movie engaged you that much.
Yes.
That's why everyone should pick up a copy of Splice on Blu-ray.
Everyone should go just watch the entire Adrian Brody filmography.
That's true. He's actually a fantastic actor.
He is a very fantastic actor.
A lot of bad movies, though.
A lot of awful.
Penis, pretty good, though.
Did you say Penis is pretty good, though?
Got him. We have it on film, bitch.
You idiot!
You gay.
You got pranked!
Wow. To be slain with such peak comedy as that.
You really can't.
I yield to thee. Jesus Christ, Tyler, come on. You're better than this, huh? So how do you guys
I'm not.
wipe your ass?
From the back.
From the back.
Well,
People who wipe from the
want us to say?
People
I want to
who
know.
wipe
I
from the
want to
front
know
are
how you
fucking
do it.
weird.
Like, I want to know. I know.
I like slightly sit off the toilet.
Okay, that's
like,
what
I
I'm
kind of take
curious.
like a stand. Like I don't just lean off of the toilet. Like I kind of like hover above the toilet and then wipe. Like I stay in a crouch position,
Okay.
hovering above the toilet, and then I wipe from behind.
I start.
And then I look at it, see how much I got, give it a little whiff, see if it's a bad one. If it's a good one, give it a little lick. You know, get those
Got, like,
leftovers.
if there's some corn in there, you're gonna want to eat that. It's still good. It's still
Absolutely.
good. All right.
There's nothing wrong with it.
fucking vomit. Holy shit.
How do you wipe?
I start with the lift, right, and everything. Why did you just look
you
at
lean-
my ass?
do
Because you gestured to it.
Do you lean to the side or do you hover above?
No, I lean
Okay.
and do it that way, and then I toss it, and then I actually stand up and get a different angle.
You go down? What the fuck? No. What? You just like moved your hand as if you like wiped down.
Yeah.
No. No.
That's how you get hemorrhoids.
That's not how the creator intended.
You want ass up your? You want shit up your ass crack?
I just wipe all around.
Just wipe it good.
Yeah, I just wipe
I
it
do.
good. But I would never.
How does that?
I wipe it good, but I would never do a downward stroke.
Thinking about that makes me want to not feel anything ever again.
Why would you go up?
That's because God, Tay.
Here.
I don't believe in God.
I don't either. Okay.
It's like the way to do it is this way.
No.
You don't go that. Oh my God, you go.
Yeah,
that
that's
way.
what I'm
Yeah.
saying. That's what I'm saying.
What the fuck?
Okay, but I feel like
You're
you guys
fucked up.
are gonna think I'm weird now for how I do it
Probably.
because like I just
We just scrutinized me for going a certain direction when wiping. So
Yeah, because
I just
that's how you
shower
get
every
hemorrhoids.
time after. No,
honestly,
because I don't
bad
just
idea.
because I don't just do like the light hover or just like the lean or anything. I like stand all the way up and I kind of bend over and I like pull my ass cheek apart and then I just go ahead and get in there. You know what I mean? Really open it up
Yeah, that's fair.
for maximum grabbage.
You have like a thing that like peels your ass cheeks apart. You created like a little device, like a metal arm that just like a little divider. Just
Real
really
talk,
get in there.
though.
Gapes me.
Real shit. Real talk though. Have you guys ever used flushable wipes?
They're not flushable, and yes,
Yeah,
I flush them still. I'm not
that's-
above that rule. I just want everyone to know that I know.
That's the way to wipe.
They're not like, you know, they're not actually flushable.
I once had to
They're
wipe
gonna
my
get
ass
wrapped
with
up
paper
on
towels.
That sounds awful.
So here's the thing.
I once had to wipe my ass with the roll from the toilet paper
Why the fuck would you do that?
because there was no other toilet paper within reach.
Just rub your ass on the carpet like a dog. That's a better option than using the cardboard.
Tyler, why don't you explain the situation where you had to use paper towels?
So you were in Ireland, and I was at your house because I was filming Skyrim by myself, which no one has ever done before except me. Anywho, I'm like, I gotta take a shit. I go to your bathroom, take a shit, and then I look over, and there is no toilet paper, and I'm like, fuck.
Because you know you can't contact me.
Like, I know I can't contact you and be like, hey, is there any more toilet paper? And then I search around the house with my pants around my ankles. And I'm like, fuck, there's nothing. And then I see paper towels. And then I'm like debating, like, do I use this like washcloth and then throw it away? Or do I just use the paper towels? And
You
then I
could've
couldn't
thrown
find
those
a
away, too.
washcloth. So then I was like,
Why would you throw away poop?
Paper
like that?
towels will do.
Because he clogged the shit out of my toilet. And it would back up even if you were just flushing the water, it would back up every single time because those were stuck in there because paper towels are absorbent.
You fucked up.
Here's the real kicker to that situation. You go to the linen closet literally right beside my bathroom. You open it up, fresh case of toilet paper sitting in there.
I had no idea there was a door there. I've been to
my
this house
God.
so many goddamn times, had no idea there was a
It's
door
bright
there.
white against brown walls. Pretty hard to miss.
I've never looked at it. I don't believe it. It's a liberal myth.
You almost ruined my plumbing system because you're a dunce.
I had to take it down from the inside.
I've always hated your plumbing system. The pipes of freedom this summer.
That kind of reminds me of, so at the high school I went to,
Was it a private high school for music too?
No. We had something of a local legend in our high school. A shadowy figure. No one knew who it was.
Okay.
It was a big mystery. They were only known as the East Ridge Poop Bandit.
Tyler,
And the poop,
is that a name you came up with and it didn't catch on?
no, it was widely, like there were Twitter and Instagram accounts made for the East Ridge Poop Bandit.
Okay.
And the Poop Bandit, all they did, they would just shit in the urinals. There would be shit in the urinals. And it was like, as soon as you walked in and you were like the first one to see it, you were like, they struck again. Who could it have been? Never revealed. Like,
No
it was
one ever
like,
solved the
wow.
mystery.
No one ever solved the mystery. Like, it was that, and vaping in the bathrooms became such a big deal at my high school that they removed the stall doors.
What?
Yes. They removed the stall doors until people complained, like, yo, you can't do that.
No, that's super illegal.
And then they were like, ah, fuck.
On two fronts. One, invasion of privacy.
Yeah.
Two, you're fucking minors.
Yeah. They put them back
They were
on.
fucking minors. Did anyone do any investigating? That's what I want to know.
I
how
did.
much? How much?
I did
you
some
had, You had the
investigating.
fucking bubble pipe
I
and
had-
the Sherlock Holmes.
I collected samples of the poop to see if I could analyze the DNA in it.
we'll send these to CSI.
No, I was just, it consumed my mind. It was just like, who could possibly be doing this? Like, I thought of like, who would be bold enough? Like, who's gonna, like, either A, to shit in the urinal, and the doors don't lock, so anyone could walk in at any moment and you'd be stuck with your pants around your
Holy
ankles.
shit.
Or who would be bold enough to pick up their poop and then place it in the urinal?
It has to be the former.
Yeah,
right?
it has to.
There's no way that someone picked up their poop and put it in there.
Who knows?
That's the.
That's also a difficult aim.
Holy
like
shit.
bending in. Like,
how long was
urinal?
it? How long did this streak go on?
It would be like sporadic. It was like an entire like school year that it would just happen.
Did they go through like 6 janitors that year because they were like, "Fuck this"?
No, but it was just hilarious when it was just like word would go around school like
Did it always look
He's-
the same?
he struck again. The poop bandit.
Was it always like a consistent loaf or like a mushy like, or did it vary?
Or is it soft serve?
It was a loaf.
It's respectable.
So it was someone who was
And you're sure it's
who had
real
a lot
poop?
of
It wasn't-
fiber in their system.
There's no way this was like a fake poop that they
It
purchased
was
online.
real poop because the school had to address it.
But what if it was just
The
it just looked
biggest-
really real?
the-
They're not gonna test it.
the biggest twist in this story is that the principal was the East whatever pooper.
No, the principal just went to prison for stealing money from the school.
I forgot about that. That's
so
a
I
thing that
doubt
happened.
that's a real thing that happened.
Oh my god.
It happens. But
This is bugging. I want to know now.
Right?
That's been weighing on you for years.
Should we launch a full Shapeless investigation?
My God.
I don't honestly I don't think they'd fess up. I think they want to keep the mystery.
Thunder's been out of the game for a long time.
My God. But do you guys have any like kind of like personal level, like conspiracy. So not like conspiracy theories, like obviously on like a national
Right.
scale or international, but just like weird conspiracy theories that have happened just in your personal life that are just like, because this was like a conspiracy to me and my friends of just like, who could it be?
I know there are some, but
I
they're not coming
certainly
to me.
don't have anything at that level.
Because that's top tier.
That is top tier crazy shit. Like the only things I can think of are about like my first job in high school working at a grocery store. It'd be like, you know, you'd be like kind of more. That's more gossiping about your coworkers and stuff. Like, oh, did you hear that they went in like the back of like the deep freeze walk-in freezer and fucked? Someone found a condom there or whatever. But like that's all just gossip shit. That's not conspiracy.
Yeah.
You get yourself a full on crime.
I know for a fact that I've had one or two, but I just can't think of them at the top of my head.
Man.
The poop bandit is is just like, honestly,
Oh, I
the
have
poop
one.
bandit, if you're watching, bravo. Well done. I'd never turn you in because you're a fucking American hero.
Does being convinced something is haunted count?
Yes.
Okay,
It's just like
'cause-
personal level conspiracies.
So in my parents' house, and this is probably totally not the case, but every morning when I would get up to shower, the shower head would be tilted all the way towards the wall, and I would move it back every single day. And sometimes I'd be the only one using that shower, and it would still be turned all the way to the right.
Ghost.
That's what I thought. But I thought like
Gotta be a ghost.
I thought like, well, if this is all the ghost is doing, carry on. Carry on, my friend.
Who's your dad? He liked to go into that bathtub to masturbate.
But he didn't want the water on him for some odd reason, because everyone knows when you're masturbating, the hot water feels great.
It's harder to
It's harder
finish.
to grab. You slip.
Plus it gets all
Like, whoa, 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 whoa.
it's all
Wait, what?
weird in the
You know,
water.
you just
Is
can't
it not
quite-
attached to your body, Tori?
Yeah, it is, but it's like it's that long.
It's huge.
They don't call me Long Dong T for nothing. I gotta wrestle it like it's a python. It'll constrict you.
more like a garter snake.
Woo! That's-
Terrifying. But harmless.
So you never touch it because you're horrified of your own penis because you hate snakes.
Yeah, more than anything in the world. Yeah.
Yeah. Not hate isn't even a strong enough word.
No, I would rather die than yes.
Look at a snake.
Yeah.
Oh, but snakes are cute.
No, they are not.
Yeah,
no,
they
they
are.
aren't. Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
Snakes are cute.
Sometimes when they do the little,
Yeah.
that's kind of cute.
No.
But I don't know. I'm on the fence about this one.
No, I like snakes. They're cute.
You know where we need a fence? Our southern border.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm just kidding, but boy oh boy, the old boy Donnie T has had a rough week. That boy is facing some damage now. And watching Damage Control is unbelievable.
What damage control? He's just digging himself a deeper hole.
He is digging himself a deeper hole because now he's done perjury,
Did you watch
obstruction
that
of
shit-
justice.
Did you watch that shit that he did at the fucking G20 summit?
He just walked away and said, "Get me out of here."
Yeah. And the fucking, what prime minister was that?
Argentinian.
Yeah, Argentinian prime minister is just like, all right, let's kick off this G20 summit. There's the president of the United States, and he's gone. I'm up here by myself.
But yeah,
Fuck you.
now just from Twitter alone, Donnie T has perjury, obstruction of justice, and then witness tampering just from tweets.
Yep.
Just from tweets.
So
it's
they-
unbelievable.
They're
I love
probably
it.
going to hit him for treason, too.
Oh yeah, he'll probably have a treason charge thrown in there, but like
Is anything going
This-
to come of this?
it's
would
it's
assume.
continuing. Like this we're in the bread and butter of the investigation now, because earlier in the week they found out that Paul Manafort met up with Julian Assange, the WikiLeaks dude, just a little bit before the WikiLeaks on the DNC came out. So that's a little suspicious that he had met with him privately in the Ethiopian embassy in London. And then later in the same week, so later, just last week, Michael Cohen was saying that, oh yeah, like we were doing like property deals in Russia during the campaign, and like we were meeting with Russian officials and like Russian oligarchs, and then two of the oligarchs or like two of the officials are identified as people who contributed to the election hacking that they had met with in Trump Tower. So it's like, things aren't looking good. It's going to be a rough week.
Yep.
What are the odds he gets off scot-free?
I think it's just a matter of, are they going to get him before 2020? Which I think they probably will.
Oh, absolutely.
I don't think he's going to get off scot-free.
With how far that they've gotten so far in the investigation, with all of the pushback.
Next week at the time that we're filming this is a busy week. At the end of this week, Mueller's got to report to the court on like an update on, his investigation as it goes. On the 12th, you got Cohen's proceedings. And then on the 18th, you have Michael Flynn's proceedings. And both of them have been talking to Mueller this entire time. So, and Trump over Twitter was saying Roger Stone is loyal because he knows that essentially saying that if Roger Stone doesn't talk to the FBI, Trump will just pardon him, which is you can't dangle that over someone's head. That's obstruction. Mm-hmm. That's witness tampering.
Well, I think
it's amazing that this all unfolds over Twitter though, where we can just see it.
Yep.
We just pull up some popcorn and
live witness tamper, not even trying to be subtle, just brashly.
He just doesn't know that you can't do that.
Yep.
Well, I think it's one, he doesn't know, and two, he probably doesn't give a shit because he's been lying the entire time.
Yeah.
Because first the story was, there was no meeting in Trump Tower. Then a year later the story was, okay, there was a meeting in Trump Tower, but Don Jr. was in charge of it. I didn't know anything about it. No one knew but Don Jr. And then later that year, it became, okay, there was a meeting in Trump Tower. I might have heard a thing or two about it beforehand, but no one else was there. And then recently it became, okay, there was a meeting in Trump Tower. I knew about it. Don Jr. knew about it. We had planned this months ahead of time. We met with Russian officials. Also, Michael Cohen was there. Paul Manafort was there. They pretty much put this together too. But we didn't talk about, we weren't in the middle of any property deals. And now, as of this week, it's, okay, we might have been in the middle of some property deals. We might have bribed Vladimir Putin with a $5 million penthouse at the top of Trump Tower.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I think the best thing we can do to try and, basically just get fucking, such an idiot. What a just a dipshit person like that. I think the thing we can do most to get him out of office is to get out of this podcast. Mm-hmm. 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 I did.
That wouldn't contribute at all.
Tyler.
Anyway, thank you so much for watching and or listening to this podcast, wherever you may be viewing or listening to it. Again, go ahead and reach out to any one of us, either down below, wherever you may be listening to this, or reach out to any one of us on Twitter. Our handles are somewhere.
Reach under the table down below.
Reach down below to grab my handle.
Grab my ergonomic handle provided by Harry's.
That'll be $10, please.
If you
Thank you so much for watching.
Thank you. And wow, what a close shave I got today. Thanks, Harry's, for your sponsorship of this episode.
Don't sue us.